Ladies and gents, welcome to our Halo Wars 2 2v2 Pro League. This is the first time ever we're doing this. We've never done a 2v2 Pro League before. 200 pounds on the line. In the blue color, you've got yourself a Psyop. And then in the teal, his buddy Psychic Wizard. Together, they are Psyop. And they are playing as Arbiter and Cutter. A pretty good combo for Bedrock here. On the other side of the map, we've got Dark Angel in the red, as well as in the yellow. This is QWERTY Spartan. That would be Yapper and Cutter, also very popular set. Actually, Arbiter is not that popular here for 2v2s. But hey guys, we got 16 players in this tournament. That is 8 teams. I'm pretty damn pleased with that, considering that it's, 2v2, people get less money individually. They're still showing up for it. I'm very happy to see it. I do hope that in the future, even more people will sign up, because our Pro League is now open to all. So it doesn't matter if you feel you're a pro or not. You are allowed to play regardless. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you participate in all the Pro League events. Pump those numbers up and, get that participation going, because this is how you get good. You play against the best, you try to copy what they do, and then you just automatically become better by slowly and surely implementing the things that the pros do into your own gameplay. But anyway, enough of that. We've got a little bit of power node capturing going on already. Team Red's a little bit ahead because they just were willing to take the damage here. Good work, but the Marine is very hurt in the back there. Build order-wise, we are already seeing the double extractor from Dark Angel being the Yap. That's very normal, of course. QWERTY Spartan with the ultra late generator because he loves his double upgraded supply pads. He does this in 1v1. He apparently does this in 2v2. Psyop is doing the second extractor. Of course, having also free mini bases and not having free units like Yap. His is going to be a little bit later, but I mean, he has stronger grunts, he's capturing power nodes, that's all good. And both team members benefit from that income, so you basically just get more power as a team than you would do as a 1v1 setup. Jerome is coming out from Psychic Wizard. Everything's looking good and proper. Got the barracks as well. I think he should make a handful of Hellbringers. Would be prudent to deal with all of these cannon fodder, although they're only coming over to really tickle the base. Psychic Wizard Dark Angel is pumping them from all the bases, but he stopped. I think it's time for him to switch into a little bit of Chopper, just to have a bit of bulk in the army. Something that can take care of like a handful of Marines and, slow things down. Psylak going with the quick expo. This is super greedy for a 2v2 setup, but because QWERTY has also been greedy with all the pad upgrades, all his money is essentially going into that. Dark Angel is looking ready to click up to tier 2, and he just did. We should be expecting a second base from him as well. So yeah, he might have those choppers, but he certainly isn't a threat to this base. There's also a turret, which is going to keep away all these little grunt boys as well. The free peoples, as I like to call them recently. Free power nodes for Team Blue, working on that 4th soon. Spartan and Grunts and Marines overwhelming here. Individual units are gonna get annihilated. It's not a big army, but it's a big enough one to deal with what's on the field. QWERTY also trying to expand. Now that's mega greedy, and for a cutter this is highly unusual to try to go that economic. Oh, by the way, we've had a little new patron signing up. Not a new one, actually. This is a 4th month renewal. Thank you very much to DJ Melly. It just happened earlier today, so want to call it out. Thanks. Appreciate you. The patron stuff is going via our own website, so no third-party platform gets a cut. Very nice way to support us. Thanks very much, everyone. Yep, Psychic Wizard has the second generator set up as well, and QWERTY is doing the ODST drop on the extractors of Psyop, who doesn't have too many defenses, but has at least the 2 turrets, so it's something, but he's definitely losing that extractor. Expensive loss. That's 800 resources down the drain, and QWERTY might be able to get another one at this rate, especially with how fast he's upgrading his base. That's a lot of leader power points, leader power XP coming through. The ODSTs seem to be getting out of this trouble, which is great news for them. They're also retaking the middle of the map somehow. I'm not sure how that happened because Psychic Wizard has a Spartan, right? Plus there's this Grunt Blob. So I think they should have been able to hold on to everything. But now Dark Angel is starting to do his tier 2 business. He still didn't get a base, which is shocking, frankly. But hey, he's rich. He should. He should. Does he have a 3rd gen at least? No. Okay, there's the base. Still could afford a 3rd gen, as you can see. 800 supplies is what it would cost. QWERTY has a nicely upgraded base, and the ODSTs are going back to throw a satchel on the other extractor now that Psyop is working on that. Not looking good for our blue boy over here. Satchel does detonate on that turret, but the other one doesn't, so that could have been a bit more damage maybe, but I don't think these ODSTs are gonna get any more damage in. Realistically, the turret's a bit too much for them to deal with. And the voting in the chat is going heavily in favor of Doge Angel, by the way. The Doge thing is coming from the fact that QWERTY's profile picture is like a Doge. Not the best of mind combos there. It gets one of the elites, but I think Dark can take that, guys. This is really not a problem. The engineers are just healing up everyone, and eventually they'll destroy this turret. Then we've got the Yap Yap drop. This is some good momentum for Dark Angel with the methane coming through. A lot more damage will be going down on that base, especially if he finally fires that methane shell, but that's not happening just yet. Anyways, Psyop is making some progress on QWERTY's mini on the side, but I mean, the man has already a 3rd generator up and running. Psyop does not. He has a lot of production up front. Raid camp spam is getting very real, but what is this? That's a lot of snipers, sir. Is there time to join this tournament? Oh my god, chat. You're trolling me now. Wow, that beam just absolutely cleaned up everyone, and you know, all these snipers just make sure that no elite rangers are going to be able to do any damage. There is an enforcer drop on the other side. Methane here absolutely boosting the hell out of this army and nerfing the base. At the same time, the enforcer drop targeting down that generator, of course. They're getting another plasma mine dropped in, stasis mine, sorry, which will boost up these guys further. QWERTY's base is not looking so hot, I have to say. But neither is Psychic Wizards. Team Red's making great progress. Yeah, guys, you cannot join the tournaments once it's already started. That's not how it works. The structure is fixed at this point. We know who has to fight who. We can't just insert a new team. It's literally not possible. What you can do is follow all our social media where we announce tournaments. Get in our Discord, that's the most important one. But we also always post on YouTube. We also post on the official Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 Reddits. There's plenty of ways to know about it. And once you're already a tournament player, you'll even get emails from us. So that's how you can learn about the tournaments. What about this drop? It's been dealt with. Psyop has some units here to support, but it's nowhere near enough. I mean, look, there's Okay, yeah, there's a stasis, but there's like brutes in here. Grunt riders that are veteran. And there's now a grunt dome supporting them. So even with all of these big drops, Psychic Wizard just deployed his 2 major drops, and you know, this is not looking so. That Spartan could have taken the tank if it was upgraded, but QWERTY somehow still hasn't upgraded it. Veteran Wolverine about to go down, but gets away. Either way, Psychic Wizard's half base just got wrecked. There's no income now. And I think the Dark Angel just has enough to deal with everything here, guys. The snipers aren't even engaging. Imagine if they were fighting this. That would be quite something. Another drop here from our Yapper. The Spirit does get destroyed, but the units dropped out first, so it's all good. Just a little too slow to destroy it. Enforcer drop is gonna get absolutely eaten up. I think Team Red has got it. They have 5 power nodes, ladies and gents. Okay, it's gonna get taken away a little bit, but so is Psychic Wizard's entire life. The Spartan's about to get laser tagged. Oh my. Bye-bye. Yeah, I think it's time to admit that they're toast. There's very precious little hope here. Ay, ay, ay. Well, Spartan's still here to make a mess. QWERTY still hasn't upgraded. This is a basic Spartan at 12 minutes. What the hell? The man has a lot of resources though, so I think he's gonna drop in his big drop. Of course, meanwhile, Dark hasn't stopped. He's still working on these turrets. I kind of think after the turret, he needs to main down the base. There's nothing here. Nothing here that should worry him. Right, Dark? You're gonna target the base, yeah? Oh. Got stasis by Psyop. But Psyop himself is about to get methane beamed. Woo. Okay, good split actually. Really good split. Only the Marauder and the ODSTs are gonna get it. Which, all in all, that's not too bad. But then Dark just heals up his entire army with the Gobbos. Yeah, that's something. They were chatting, but I couldn't read that quickly. Get ready for the bird. Yo! He's... Every time. Dude, QWERTY is gonna make the Condors meta. And he's spinning it in a circle as well, just for style points. Amazing. Get ready for the bird, he says. I didn't expect the bird. I don't know about QWERTY's genius status, but this is hella entertaining. Okay, mech blasted. Ooh, so satisfying. Love it. I want me a veteran Condor. Give, please. Trying to dodge those shots. Easier said than done for sure. Actually, if you just walk, you're gonna have a better time dodging. The vehicle is difficult. Somehow, some way, Psychic Wizard is still alive here. I don't know how that works. Shield Gen isn't gonna last too long. It's a good thing that Psylocke got it up though. It's gonna give him a little bit of time. But the next Mech Blast is already targeting. Takes out at least a bunch of the grunts. And what needs to happen now is targeting those Reavers down. Yeah, guys, you can't wiggle out of it. You have to be on the move. It doesn't have good track rating. I think it's missing track rating entirely. So just, if you stay in place with a Reaver wiggle, it's gonna hit you. If you move, it can't track. That's why it can't shoot Banshees whatsoever. Of course, if you have a big enough target like a tank, then it doesn't matter if you're moving, it's too slow. But the Reaver is kind of on the almost fast enough level. So love Nightingale, sir. Max out that repair rate. And they're of course healing each other as well, so good distraction for the Reavers. With the immense range of the Condor, you can just pick off those Reavers easily. But at some point you have to target the base to reset. Oh, he's leaving Psychic Wizard alive. Interesting. Another ODST assault group, but I mean, Psylocke is just gonna get overwhelmed here, isn't he? Condor's back to green health, and at this rate, things are gonna get even better. The shield juggle is real. Oh! Just about got up, but I mean, they're getting absolutely overwhelmed. This is just too much stuff here. The Nightingale gets picked up before it gets into the shield. Sorry, what shield? The shield's gone. Condor is now working very hard on these units. Barely taking any counter damage from the anti-air. I think these guys might be toast. For real this time. Oh boy. That beam just deleted everything that was left. Time to quit, guys. Time to quit. Psylocke recycling the buildings just in case it works. Bit of archer missiles here on the units, but once the Gobos decide to heal this, even the Condor is gonna get back up to like full health. Not much you can do at that point. And there's gonna be the resignation as expected. Yeah, Doge Angel did pretty good. Great first game. We're gonna be a best of 5 here, so plenty of opportunity to come back, but this was not solid enough from Team Blue just yet. Hopefully they've woken up though. Ladies and gents, we've got Psylocke here in game 2 in the blue, and his buddy is Psychic Wizard. Together they are Psyop. And they're playing as the two brutes, Decimus and Atriox. Should be a solid combo as far as the heroes go and killing heroes goes. Quirty Spartan on the other side is in the yellow, and his buddy Dark Angel is in the red. Together they are Doge Angel. I'm imagining the Doge has wings. We've got Johnson and Atriox here, so that's really good for securing the middle with additional bunkers on top of any garrisons that get taken. So mass sniper here would be absolutely fantastic to see alongside the Johnson hero. Of course, that is why there's going to be Dark Angel. It's going to be Dark Angel picking the middle mini, but he'll probably need a bit of a supply injection from our friend Quirty Spartan, who is certainly not going to make a Condor this time. Oh, that is annoying. The Sentinels actually end up attacking the Grunts here. And the Chopper can actually get 2 kills very easily here if it goes deeper. At the moment, Quirty is microing back all of those very nicely. So they could just go and pick up those resources down there. Can't see the game, only my face. What are you talking about? There was no game. There was no game. I switched in the moment I could. You can't see my face now. might mean I don't have one. Power extractor getting upgraded. Psych Wizard's hero will be on the way soon. And then he can also opt into a second generator after that easily enough. Seeing as he doesn't have a mini, his supplies are running wild. There's the bunker. There's the sniper as predicted. Just gonna take the rest of the sockets. We've got the hero as well from QWERTY. But I'm curious what else we'll see. Especially from QWERTY. Like, what does he do other than a hero? Will we see some choppers? Because so far it's only grunts. Could work out really well if Psyop doubles down on chopper play, which he seems to be doing. Yeah, so Psychic Wizard, it's been just grunts and his own Chosen, and he still needs to get the upgrade for the Chosen, and only then can he get the generator. Oh man. This is very, very late for a Chosen on one base. What happened with Psychic Wizard, guys? This clearly hasn't been a generator first build, right? I assume that's what happened. And Team Red is all over them despite having bought the middle mini and an extra expense and a bunker that hasn't been used too much. But this one is different. This one will be used plenty. Maybe Psychic Wizard could actually put a plasma mine on top, which could then, with the plasma damage over time, weaken this bunker a lot. But the choppers are running through the infantry and get absolutely annihilated. The cost efficiency so far for Team Red is through the roof, and this is gonna snowball the game very, very hard. Psychic Wizard with the extra base now, but he also has the second extractor finally coming up, but there's pressure on Psyop's base and no one to defend it. How are they gonna handle this situation? This is very, very scary, especially considering that there's gonna be an EMP mech blast very soon. Grenades are gonna take care very quickly of that turret trying to come up. And there's absolutely no defenses for Psyop anymore. The Chosen is a bit of a problem, granted, but there is another Chosen here. So considering that Psychic Wizard just doesn't have stuff either, and you're gonna have all these Marines at least in the bunker, it's very difficult to dislodge. There are no more snipers at least, so that's the good news here for the guys. Siphon is on, active Siphon. That will help the chopper stay alive at least a little bit. QWERTY surprisingly doesn't have grunt mines, nor is he going tier 2 just yet, but he's saving up for it. Anyway, there's grenades for the Marines, so that kind of does the job here that it needs to. Really big trouble for Team Blue, guys. Really big trouble. Oh, there's the sniper in there. But only one. Well, they destroyed the turret, but very slowly but surely this hero is gonna be a problem. Remaining choppers getting wrecked. Oh, and then the Chosen, of course, able to one-shot suicide grunts. That's a big problem as well. Psychic Wizard's gonna have to get his hero upgraded again, at least in terms of health. He's in the green. But guess what? QWERTY Spartan is also tier 2. And once he gets his Chosen upgrade himself, this is gonna be a very comfortable spot to be in. Some decent big ol' micro there from Psychic Wizard. But he's got very, very high float right now. The resources are not getting spent, and Psyop's just getting absolutely bullied. Dark Angel knows what he needs to do. He's taking that front base aggressively. He's got upgraded everything. QWERTY also. I only am missing Sergeant Johnson from the battlefield. There are garrisons now, bunkers everywhere. They're not even level 2, so he must have gone surely for... Yeah, he must have gotten himself EMP Mac, right? This is now a upgraded Chosen again. He's got Scorch rounds. Does damage over time to all the targets he's hitting. And with all these snipers here, I don't think Psychic Wizard can dislodge this guy. There is a slot in the bunker as well. Although they got Plasma Mind, which is painful. It's manageable. Very good Wiggle Micro, however, from Psychic Wizard, who's able to dodge essentially every sniper shot, and with the support of a Shroud and Engineers, he's just never gonna get hurt. I'm gonna have to take him down with a lot more fire. Ooh, that's gonna be a great beam, however. Those Engineers are cooked. Shroud's cooked. And this guy gets away. Nicely done. But still, Psylocke's base is under siege here. Very much so. And, of course, that's not the end either. Johnny's coming soon. Good job by Psychic Wizards on the economy side. And he's going tier 3 now. His Chosen might just be able to defend the base here. Brutes are a good answer as well to the bunkers. Is the Chosen still in there? Yeah, he is. Well, he just gets out, of course. Another bunker. Oh my god. Hey, the Mantis getting added. Can't dodge Mantis shots. It's a good idea. Team Red, surprisingly, not controlling much of the power node setup here. That one is blue. That one is untaken. Snipers get evaporated. Now there's 2 of these guys. Oh, EMP back! That's huge! Catches all the air stuff. Tier 3 upgrade is in now. On that Chosen, it's strong, but we'll need to teleport out of here or get into that bunker or something. Ooh, there's an emergency bunker getting thrown down too. If there's going to be a bit of anti-air, that will help a lot against this air support as well. That's a tier 3 Chosen as well now. With ultra long range on rifled barrel. Baby Johnny's on the field, guys. Absolutely no upgrades whatsoever. Okay, it's coming. It's all good. It's all good. Somehow, some way, these guys stayed alive. Unbelievable. Team Blue might actually have a chance. A small chance, but a chance. Mantis have now shields. A lot more potential now. Especially if they start taking out these minis, that's gonna hurt Psylocke's economy a lot. He doesn't have a lot of harvesters, so every one you take out is just massive, massive damage. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing the super chat from Yoki. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Hope you're having a good old time. And these brutes are something. But here's the Chosen to deal with them. It should be all good. Look at that range on that thing. Oh my god. 3 shots in these squads. Qwerty never disappoints. Okay, you can't make a Condor, but superhero landing anyway. If it works, it works. Pretty good progress here by Psychic Wizard. He's actually putting some real hurt on this base, and together they might be able to destroy it, but I mean, if Psylocke just gets eliminated, it's not gonna do them a whole lot of good, right? He's gonna try to cloak the base, but that will only last a short amount of time, and there's plenty of detectors here. The Shroud won't be able to shoot down the laser. That's not a thing. You're just gonna take out the income, and Psylocke will be pretty much done for. Probably a good idea to pop that shield on the scrap. Yeah, beam isn't gonna do much of anything. Oh wait, it actually cleaves into those engineers. Absolutely, that was good. But there's a counter beam now. Woo, the guys really tried to split there, but it didn't work out so great. 2 engineers remain. The rest will explode in a moment, I think. Very red scarab there. Might not make it, actually. These hunters are quite something. There's no healing. Does Qwerty perhaps have another invincibility or something? Or heal? He has a point. He's not gonna use it. Okay, maybe an eradication on this base then. Before that engineer heals it up. Tried to snipe it there, but didn't actually stick around. I think you could eradicate this base as Qwerty. He's so rich, but he wants another scarab. By the way, Dark, meanwhile, has held the base. Sorry we missed a part of that, but obviously Psychic Wizard left, so no shocker there. Nice little pressure from Psychic Wizard, not allowing Dark Angel to get a base here either. That would be a little much. But I do get the feeling that these guys will just unite again once there's another scarab, which, yeah, it's on the way. 44 seconds and counting. Qwerty is making this a 7-slot base, and his chosen is 2 stars. Once it's 3 stars, this thing is basically invincible. Okay, not actually, but pretty damn close to it. Especially a Decimus can do a lot about that. This man has 4 naked extractors here. There's no shield, no nothing. I'd be a little bit nervous, but hey, Qwerty knows what he's doing, yeah? Great EMP mech blast here by Dark Angel. He's stunning every single engineer there, and I think he's picking them all off too. They're getting a little bit of healing, but it really isn't doing all that. The Mantis numbers are also so high that the hunters barely work anymore. Although they are getting reinforced, and there's a blaster back blasting from the back. Oh. Anyways, we've got Qwerty spot. Fucking hell. We've got Qwerty spot with another scarab. Sometimes I'm just amazed by the level of cringe I can produce on the spot. Well, guys, you can always count on that. Anyways, we've got Bruce trying to defend the scarab, or attack it rather. That is probably not good. Safe to say that that's a very bad matchup for them. Hunters are better suited for the job. They're pretty upgraded as well. Oh, Pelican! Pelican! Eradication? Whose eradication is this? Looks like it's Qwerty's. I mean, it hurt these guys a little bit. Psylocke's base is in serious trouble. It's getting targeted down. The engineer's trying to repair, but it's not enough. I don't think to shield the engineer bubble, I don't think it fully affects it. There's an invulnerability on it as well now, plus a little bit of healing, but it's just too much focus fire. The lasers as well increase the incoming damage. It's just too much. Another beam on the scarab, but it's just way too much damage. Another beam on the base just to tell Psylocke to get the hell out of here, so that we can go to the next game, says Qwerty. Well, it's destroyed again, but that was well worth it. Qwerty might make another once he has the resources. Maybe Dark Angel can give him a little bit of a donation. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Chosen's gonna be destroyed. And there's a disconnect from Psyop, who's surrendered. But it's a best of 5. There's at least one more. Ladies and gents, we've got Psyop here on Vault. And my scoreboard isn't up to date. Excuse me, it is now. So these guys are down at the moment. Psychic Wizard is in the teal. They're playing as Yap Yap and Forge. Now, Yap Yap is going to be an interesting leader here to try and grab as many minis as possible, whereas Forge is going to be ideal for mobility. We've got Dark Angel on the other side in the red, and QWERTY is yellow. And they're playing as Colony and Forge, so once again, Colony is just going to be fantastic with the dropped-in boys. To smash some mini bases, and he's got Skitterer Choppers, which is going to be able to keep up with the scout early game. Supposedly our Forge player might not actually go for Jackrabbits. It's possible that we'll see just Marines with the Forge Hog, but either way, the Forge Hog makes them more armored, so just a better army overall for Forge there. And it's very difficult to get the kill on the actual Forge Hog hero. You kind of need mass scouts for that. But hey, if they overextend, it's possible to snipe him with a bunch of well-placed grenades or grunt mines, stuff like that. It's just not very likely, honestly. Hey, Dark Angel getting this bottom mini is a pretty big deal. Are we just gonna see a barracks rush? You could absolutely do it. Psyop at the moment going for a second raid camp in the main. Psychic Wizard just playing standard with that Forge Hog. I don't see barracks. Yeah, being forced into brutes here, or rather grunt riders, isn't really ideal. Scoreboard is fixed. It is fixed now. Don't worry, guys. We got this. QWERTY isn't doing too much right now. He's having to buy buildings on all those mini bases after all. Now let's see how well these grunt riders are gonna be behaving against the chopper combo with the Goliath. Just one Goliath targeting the Cannon Fodder. The Cannon Fodder are doing their job. They're free units. Tanking damage against an expensive one while it gets killed. That's exactly what they're for. And now the Forge Hog is just gonna crush Dark Streams. I think you should stop making that chopper. And he did. So Psyop can now get the power extractor. He can also upgrade this buy this mini base. Move on to QWERTY's mini. Actually, Team Blue has some pretty good momentum. He's going walls. Dark Angel with the walls. I love it. But he's also going skits. He's just not gonna have a heal. There's a base coming up. And you know what? If he manages to wall off this segment and this segment, that's actually a pretty big deal already. At that point, he can keep his base. He can have a hero out, skit engineers, and go tier 2. Oh, there's a hero. With 2 skits already. Looking good. Psyop getting a base now. And QWERTY losing the middle mini. I think QWERTY is being greedy again. He's getting very punished here. Yeah. He upgraded all the stuffs on the base. He's so rich right now, but just doesn't have stuff. I don't like it. Instead of all these upgrades, he could have had stuff. Or at least another base. Anyway, the Capitano is gonna shoot away this guy. Warthog can't fight the Capitano straight up. It's impossible. Dark Angel seems to be upgrading the front base, not the tier 2 upgrade. Yeah, this will be a while until he's tier 2. But yeah, as long as he's got a solid front base, it's all good, right? Psychic Wizards expanding everywhere because he knows that he might lose the base. On the other hand, he's also keeping QWERTY off it. Maybe QWERTY should worry more about his own side here. Finally has some Jackrabbits, but still floating a massive amount of resources. And there's his tier 2 with a 3rd generator. Unbelievable, man. This man just recycled... Oh. This man just recycled an upgraded harvester to get a 3rd gen in tier 1. If you've ever seen something unconventional, this is it. This is definitely it. But somebody tell QWERTY that the win condition is not style points. Speaking of win conditions, you guys have no idea what I would give. Not for a 4th generator, QWERTY, not for a 4th generator. What I wouldn't give for domination to be the main game mode. But without the starting turrets and the extra units. Just, you know, a proper setup. Where you can still attack early and stuff. Great use there of the engineer bubbles. Nobody's gonna get too damaged. QWERTY is here to further support this. The Goliath is... Okay, I was gonna say it's out of position, but it's fine now. They fixed it. And now they can go after those raid camps. Of course, Psyop is not in tier 2 yet, so that's coming. But by the time he's there, he might be in serious trouble. He already has Grunt Dome instead of the drop, which was an interesting choice here. But I guess, you know, he just wanted to make sure his guys stay alive and get to push this away. Yeah, I like the idea of upgrading that front base first. Dark Angel's in tier 2. I think that Capitano might be upgraded. Got those drop-ins. Kodiak's getting sieged up there. It's gonna be difficult to dislodge. There's no units here for that kind of work. And Capitano can just stun them anyway, or taunt them rather. I'm not too far away as well from Dark Angel getting his 5th point drop. Suicide Grunt seems to have done basically no damage to these guys. What happened? Free experience for the Hunter Capitano anyway. Where's he going? Into the garrison, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really good stuff. You'll definitely earn veterancy there. That's a tier 3 Warthog, by the way, for QWERTY. He's getting a Condor. Oh boy. I think he just upgraded the training speed upgrade. Oh wait, he's gonna get it on the mini base. That is ballsy. But our boy is doing it. 2 minutes. And he'll have a Condor. Psychic Wizard's base is up and running there. That's his 3rd base, mind you, so... Really potent business. Grunt Goblin's getting pumped and soon to be upgraded. Seems to me that Psychic Wizard's also tier 3. Got a pretty good setup here, and this time he's getting his vultures going. If he has enough of those, you guys can expect some significant business. Because they're good against the Condor, actually. Very good. It's the nukes, really. With nukes, you're able to do some significant work there. Kodiak's putting some significant pressure on these Gubbos. There's just not enough Hunter support or air support to actually go pushing in because there's a Hunter Capitano as well. Although that Forchog is doing a number on him. Now there's walls too. And that Condor is out without any pressure from anybody. There's also Goliath here to distract. But safe to say that everything here is going to be toast. The Nightingale doesn't get to fire off either. And only 3 heavy grunts aren't going to be nearly enough to stop this. In fact, you're going to get mech blasted. Oh my. Yeah, Qwerty. The star points are working. Both players pressuring super hard, but Qwerty is just a little more successful because there weren't any defenders really. Not a big enough number. Now the mini bases are gonna get it shortly, I'm sure. What else is he making? Ah, Dark Angel has his big drop in. That should be the end of days for the shield generator. But the Locust just absolutely tearing it down. Significant combined firepower here will just make it too difficult for heavy grunts to come through. But that's a great bomba drop. It's just not hitting most people. They're heavy metal anyway, that Kodiak is anyway. And the 1-star Wraiths are absolutely wrecking those Gubbos. Get squished. Condor meanwhile has destroyed 2 mini bases and will now join the party, so Psylocke's likely to get dislodged. We were waiting for these guys the whole time. Where were they? It's just 5, 7. Okay, 7 is a lot. That could actually defend the base. Let's see it. Especially while the Hunter Capitano is weak, there's a huge opportunity right now to take him down. Come on, let's see it. There's the nukes. Come on, Team Blue. You're gonna give us a 4th gate. Oh, the base is getting destroyed left and right. But actually, the Hunter Capitano is in serious trouble there. He's getting nuked. And he's down. Even the Reaver's down. Not a single vulture has been destroyed. Great work. But the Condor is already working on Psychic Wizard's base. And he's gonna deny further vultures coming out. Of course, they can try to head back here and defend. They teleported through, which reduces the flying distance to the Condor just a little bit. Psychic Wizards can also smoke the base here and then potentially nuke the Condor down, but it's only 6 vultures, not 7. I think 1 did get lost in the end. 2 nukes are off. Oh my. That's some serious damage. Like the 3rd one might actually kill it. There it goes. Do we have a heal? Do we have a heavy metal? I think we have neither. Down it goes. Maybe Qwerty will make another. Good potential little counter-attack here from Psylocke. Already with the Anvil round opening. Although these guys will get healed back to full. Shouldn't be a big issue. And EMP does some pretty damn good damage, but bombas are coming through. Wait, it's actually missing. Oh, really good split out of it, recognizing how the pattern is going to work. Grunt Dome is at least level 2, right? It looks like a level 2 Grunt Dome to me, at least. Beam's not so good here. Actually kills nothing, so great split by Dark Angel. He must deal with this. That is a lot of freaking vultures, guys. I wonder how upgraded they are. Can't see it right this moment. It might be fully upgraded once. The Psychic Wizard isn't researching any air upgrades. It might be tier 3s. Oh my. That was ballsy, but it didn't work. They're still casting their nukes. They're still hitting the Dark Angel main base. But with the engineer bubbles, the damage isn't that bad. Even through heavy metal, the situation is manageable-ish. As the base is healing, the pad got destroyed, but it's got 2 bases, it's fine. Voltron nearly gets walled in, but I think it gets away here in the end. Fly boys need to go home. Yeah, he's definitely level 3 air. What's QWERTY up to? He hasn't done anything in a very long time. Wolverines. I think he's kind of allowing Dark Angel, not Dark Angel, Psyop to run. Like Psyop holding this base, getting all the minis. Oh my. Sir, you forgot some stuff. But he's 70 pop as well, even if there was a Condor up. That's a lot of heavy grunts for it to face. Maybe there's an opportunity here though with Bombas or Hunter's Brand or something like that. I'll have to see what Dark comes up with. Of course, with these Skit Reavers, he's got plenty of potential. Those are unlikely to go down, but the problem is, QWERTY is UNSC. If he loses his main base, that's it. It's very easy to do so. You don't have engineer bubbles on you all the time because, well, the other guy has to come over to defend you. So if these vultures come up as a surprise to him, he loses the main, that's it. That's why it's dangerous for Dark Angel to be turtling right now. Then again, he has teleport. Surely he can get the engineers over, right? I'd like to think so anyway. What are you trying off these Marines, QWERTY? Snipers? What in the world is happening? Walls. I love it. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Are we gonna see a teleport? Something to save the base, because the nukes are coming. QWERTY! Oh my god. Ooh, it was too much. Oh my god. With the engineers, it might have been possible, but this is a last minute reaction here from Dark Angel. I think these guys are gonna make a series out of it in the end. Wait for the nukes to come back, engage. After that, QWERTY is toast. Nothing Dark can do at this point. Yeah, he got too defensive for sure. This is the reason why 2v2s are so much more decisive sometimes. If you know what you're doing, you just target down the UNSC when they least expect it with some vultures, and it can be game over very, very quickly like that. That's why the 2 players have to coordinate super well and have great scouting information. Okay, Psychic Wizard is prepared to lose every single vulture because they'll come back. Combat salvage is in. Dark is doing what he can. He's getting bombed, however. Also getting beamed. Although that's doing much worse. A big drop coming through. He's trying to clear these units, but so far no great progress there. Seeing as everything will just come back. Okay, I think it's ended now. Combat salvage is over. But still not nothing, and meanwhile Psyop is all over him. Why don't march to QWERTY's main and try to end it? Ah, you're about to see. We have a delay. We have a delay. Well, QWERTY is actually toast now, so he's out of the game. Dark Angel is gonna try to base trade these guys, but I don't think that will work. You know, Reavers are not very good at this. Although there is a locust in here, it's just nowhere near enough damage output compared to all this. And you have to remember there's going to be vultures defending. They're better at attacking, but nonetheless, there's 9 vultures here.
Dark's probably gonna lose the main soon enough. Once that shield goes down, he juggled it. Now the vultures are gonna nuke him, and we've got the Yap Yap methane as well coming down, giving these vultures a lot more power. The methane unit's just absolutely getting wrecked. No more Reavers. Nothing can shoot up. It's a field day for the Flyboys. And Dark knows he can't do any more damage, so that's gonna be it. Score is now 2-1. Psyop has a chance. Ladies and gents, we got Psylac in the blue, Psychic Wizard in the teal still. So unfortunately, all the colors staying the same. This is Team Psyop. Henderson Colony, pretty good mix. On the other side, Dark Angel and Cordy Spartan, still red and yellow. Havium and Kinsanana, that is unconventional. But you know what, I could see it. Like, the constant drops of Kinsano, pairing up with the Lich, especially when you least expect it, or even just a Kinsano hero coming around to your base to scout for the Lich, and then that getting supported significantly. I think that's some pretty good stuff that can be done. As for Colony and Anders, well, you just got a super unit from Anders, and you can support that with the Hunter Capitano absolutely taunting everybody. So the anti-air just can't shoot. No mini-base steals will occur, it seems. Maybe back here, but I think the Grunt might get shot to pieces before that. Yeah, none of that stuff. Dark Angel actually getting a second power extractor before the mini base. He just clicked the mini base just so that the other guys couldn't. Psychic Wizard likewise doing the second extractor. Psylac still has an unupgraded power extractor here. That's not great. It's very, very late indeed. Qwerty has 2 unupgraded ones. Oh my god. He really loves this double supply pad shenanigans. And just upgrading absolutely everything he's got. Oh, you guys want a prediction? Yes, sorry. Psyop, voters of the last one, got a, what, 121x return. Because only... Who was that? Anderson. Well done, Anderson. Do it again for game 4, yeah? $113 turns. Very nice. Okay. Pavium's coming out. And we've got the Marines with the boost. Redline's a really good lethal power, I think. People need to make good use of it whenever they can. And particularly looking forward to the Combat Marine timing. Combat Tech Marine timing, because when they upgrade, when they get a new squad member, and it works for Jackrabbits as well, I think, when they get their drone, you just get it working on them again. Well, everybody just slowly but surely getting their power nodes. Psychic Wizard and Dark Angel both getting their bases, but Dark Angel was faster and he's got his Pavium out, which is gonna be pretty nice for these first engagements, especially with Qwerty kind of holding back this crew. I don't know why Psychic Wizard didn't fight it with the Spartan. It could have been some good experience farming there. Plus there's this gang anyway. It looks like they might be able to prevent Psylocke's base. It's just 2 Halberdiers as well, so it's nothing crazy, but you know, those numbers could be going up. Choppers will deal with it anyway, especially with the Skitterers on top. Pretty peaceful early game overall. They're just fighting over the power nodes a little bit. Nobody is able to do significant damage here. But tier 2 is coming in for Dark, I think. Any moment now. His third base is quite well upgraded. He's got a Wraith Invader on the way. Will he actually upgrade the front base or the back one? I think he should do the back one still. Oh wait. 2 Wraith Invaders before tier 2, and then Qwerty Spartan isn't doing it. He's just got grenades. So he really wants to double down on this marine business. Psychic Wizard's third generator is up and running. He's tier 2 himself. Base is upgraded. I don't think he wants to engage these 2 armies. It's just too much. Even though he has an upgraded Spartan. It would be good to make a turret here. Psychic Wizard be able to hold this base against multiple limousines though. That's not easy to do. Especially when you're not prepared with anti-vehicle stuff. Which, well, he's not. There's a Pavium in there especially. That's tough. And Kinsano here is laying down the flame wall. Although she does get stunned at the end of it. Howldrop is ready to go for Qwerty. This is now getting reinforced with a little bit of extra stuff. There's some idols still for Dark Angel. I really hope he brings the guys along because it's going to be very, very needed. Doesn't look like there's much coming from Psylocke just yet, but he's finally pumping a little. He's on 44 population. Oh, that Spartan might actually die. Holy cow. Why isn't Kinsano chasing? Oh, she's not able to chase. She doesn't have high torque joints yet. Qwerty getting that? He's only now tier 2. I see. Weird to have the tier 1 Kinsano like that, but oh well. I really like Pavium coming out of the limousine. Anti-vehicle turrets getting beamed down, and the buildings are also getting cleaved into a little bit. There are now 4 limousines. Psychic Wizard just cannot hold. Meanwhile, the Marine Blob and the Warthog drop, the Flamehawk drop, is wiping mini bases, and Qwerty is getting them up one at a time. His big drop will be fairly soon, so I think big Kinsano drop and Lich together will be an extremely potent push. And I'm not sure that Psychic Wizard is going to have what it takes to handle the situation. He's not even rich right now, right? So he's trying to make Kodiaks, which is... it's alright, but it's not great. Not great for handling what's about to happen. Especially with this, like, look at those guys just getting on top of the Kodiaks. They took no damage. Of course, they don't want to fight the Capitano. That's a little too difficult. They can just wait for more. There's the anti-vehicle turret getting lasered. Takes a lot more damage like this. Makes it easier for the limousines to destroy it. And then off they go. Meanwhile, QWERTY in the back has taken 3 mini bases away, and he's now all over Psylocke's main, with combat tech marines being in, which also means that they've got another... Oh, red line has just ended, so it was earlier. I thought he'd time it with the attack on the main, but no, he got it earlier. Psychics are still unable to hold all of these building sockets, and Psylocke getting slightly wrecked. QWERTY doesn't have population space right now to do a drop or anything like that, but High Torque Joints is coming in with Kinsano as well. He's got his 5th point, so it won't be long now. If he loses the Marine... Oh, it's not a big drop, it's Inferno. Psylocke's base is getting absolutely melted. His engineer wasn't ready. Holy cow. Sure, the main building is alive and kicking, but just barely, as the whole thing melts. And we've got Lich as well on the other side. Psychic Wizards suffering significantly here, with a bunch of Reavers coming through, so there's no easy way to defend this with Nightingales. Psychic Wizard does not have enough to drop in the big one. Capitano is getting absolutely wrecked there by the Rangers in the limousines. But Dark Angel isn't really making too much progress. He's got the position secured, but he's only destroying, like, watchtowers. I think he's really got to get on that anti-vehicle turret there. But perhaps, you know what? Perhaps QWERTY is coming over, and he will melt it for him. That's what I'm talking about. Drop turret from Psychic Wizard to try and defend. But his actual turrets on the base are getting weaker and weaker. Another one is destroyed. The Lich might be gone, but pressure continues as QWERTY drops in some further Warthogs, and supposedly he will get the population upgrade and then do the big drop on Psychic Wizard's main. This other base has been up and running for a while now, so that's not looking too bad. He's also trying to heal himself. Is that actually healing? Was that an offensive heal? Oh my god, they're telling him to get out! That's so funny. Pretty sure Dark was the one that didn't get out of the last game. But yeah, that would be it. If Psychic Wizard does lose here, then Team Blue is toast. Psylocke is about to lose the main base. QWERTY is nearly ready to do the big drop. All the power nodes are controlled by Team Red. QWERTY has a nice expansion as well. Main base destroyed. Now the Flame Walk drop is ready if needed. And Psylocke has disconnected. This is it. Quick one. Psychic is just gonna hold on until the end of time. Psylocke says GG's. It's a good amount of flame hogs. Oh, Retriever sent it out. Yeah, that's it. That's how you hold. That might actually work a little bit. Especially on the high ground. There's only like very, very few anti-air units right now. But of course, you know, QWERTY, he just needs to get a little bit more population space. And he can drop in his big boys on top of his units. Everybody gets hell charge. That's going to be just a lot more damage output. There's the targeting. Insano, you can't do this. You can't shoot up, sorry. Inferno's ready. That base will burn down. Why is he doing it on air units? It doesn't work like that. Okay. Well, they're really fighting to the end here. Okay, that's it. We got it, ladies and gents. We got it. Doge Angel has it. Score is 3-1. And they're moving on into the semi-finals. Thanks to Psyop and Psyop for playing. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.